What, Lucius, ho! I cannot by the progress of the stars give guess how near today. Lucius, I say, I would it were my fault to sleep so soundly. When, Lucius, when? Awake, I say. What, Lucius? Called you, my lord. Get me a taper in my study, Lucius. When it is lighted, come and call me here. I will, my lord. It must be by his death, and for my part, I know no personal cause to spurn at him, but for the general, he would be crowned. How that might change his nature, there's the question. It is the bright day that brings forth the adder, and that craves wary walking. Crown him that, and then I grant we put a sting in him, that at his will he may do danger with. The abuse of greatness is when it disjoins remorse from power. And to speak truth of Caesar, I have not known when his affections swayed more than his reason. But 'tis a common proof that lowliness is young ambition's ladder, whereto the climber upward turns his face. But when he once attains the utmost round, and then unto the ladder turns his back, looks in the clouds, scorning the base degrees by which he did ascend, so Caesar may, then lest he may prevent, and since the quarrel will bear no colour for the thing he is, fashioned thus, that what he is augmented would run to these and these extremities. And therefore think him a serpent's egg, which hatched would as his kind grow mischievous and kill him in the shell. The taper burneth in your closet, sir. Searching the window for a flint, I found this paper thus sealed up, and I am sure it did not lie there when I went to bed. Get you to bed again. It is not day. It is not tomorrow. Boy, the Ides of March. I know not, sir. Look in the calendar and bring me word. I will, sir. The exhalations whizzing in the air gave so much light that I may read by them. Brutus, thou sleepest. Awake and see thyself. Shall Rome, etc. Speak, strike, redress. Brutus, thou sleepest. Awake. Such instigations have often dropped. Where I have took them up, shall Rome, etc. Thus must I piece it out. Shall Rome stand under one man's all? What Rome? My ancestors did from the streets of Rome, the Tarquin drive, when he was called a king. Speak, strike, redress. Am I entreated to speak and strike? O Rome, I make thee promise. If the redress will follow, thou receivest thy full petition at the hand of Brutus. Sir, March is wasted 15 days. 'Tis good. Go to the gate. Somebody knocks. Since Cassius first did when we went me against Caesar, I have not slept. Between the acting of a dreadful thing and the first motion, all the interim is like a phantasma or a hideous dream. The genius and the mortal instruments, and then in council, and the state of man, like to a little kingdom, suffers then the nature of an insurrection. Sir, 'tis your brother Cassius at the door, who doth desire to see you. Is he alone? No, sir. There are mo with him. Do you know them? No, sir. Their hats are plucked about their ears, and half their faces buried in their cloaks, that by no means I may discover them by any mark of favor. Let 'em enter. They are the faction. O conspiracy, shamest thou to show thy dangerous brow by night, when evils are most free? O then by day, Where wilt thou find a cavern dark enough to mask thy monstrous visage? Seek none conspiracy. Hide it in smiles and affability. For if thou path thy native semblance on, not Erebus itself were dim enough to hide thee from prevention. I think we are too bold upon your rest. Good morrow, Brutus. Do we trouble you? I have been up this hour, awake all night. Know I these men that come along with you? Yes, every man of them, and no man here but honors you. And every one doth wish you had but that opinion of yourself, which every noble Roman bears of you. This is Trebonius. He is welcome hither. This, Decius Brutus. He is welcome too. This Casca, this Cinna, and this Metellus Cimber. They are all welcome. What watchful cares do interpose themselves betwixt your eyes and night? Shall I entreat a word? Here lies the east. Doth not the day break here? No. Oh, pardon, sir, it doth. In yon grey lines that fret the clouds are messengers of day. You shall confess that you are both deceived. Here as I point my sword the sun arises, which is a great way growing on the south, weighing the youthful season of the year. Some 2 months hence, up higher toward the north, he first presents his fire in the high east, stands as the capital, directly here. Give me your hands all over, one by one, and let us swear our resolution. No, not an oath. If not the face of men, the sufferance of our souls, the time's abuse. If these be motives weak, break off betimes, and every man hence to his idle bed. So let high-sighted tyranny range on, till each man drop by lottery. But if these, as I am sure they do, bear fire enough to kindle cowards, and to steal with valor the melting spirits of women, then countrymen, what need we any spur but our own cause, to prick us to redress? What other bond than secret Romans that have spoke the word and will not palter? And what other oath than honesty to honesty engaged? That this shall be, or we will fall for it. Swear priests and cowards and men cautelous, old feeble carrions, and such suffering souls that welcome wrongs, and to bad causes swear such creatures as men doubt, but do not stain the even virtue of our enterprise, nor the insuppressive metal of our spirits, to think that our cause or our performance did need an oath, when every drop of blood that every Roman bears, and nobly bears, is guilty of a several bastardy, if he do break the smallest particle of any promise that hath passed from him. But what of Cicero? Shall we sound him? I think he will stand very strong with us. Let us not leave him out. No, by no means. Or let us have him, for his silver hairs will purchase us a good opinion, and by men's voices to commend our deeds. It shall be said his judgment ruled our hands, our youths, and wildness shall no whit appear, but all be buried in his gravity. Oh, name him not. Let us not break with him, for he would never follow anything that other men begin. Then leave him out. Indeed, he is not fit. Shall no man else be touched by only Caesar? Decius well urged. I think it is not meet Mark Antony, so well beloved of Caesar, should outlive Caesar. We shall find of him a shrewd contriver, And you know his means, if he improve them, may well stretch so far as to annoy us all, which to prevent let Antony and Caesar fall together. Our course was seem too bloody, Caius Cassius, to cut the head off and then hack the limbs like wrath and death and envy afterwards. For Antony is but a limb of Caesar. Let's be sacrifices